Alright, hello everyone and welcome to another video, and today I'm fielding a question on YouTube that was asked to me in the YouTube comment section, and normally I don't do this, but I found this question a little bit interesting and I've been wanting to talk a little bit about this lately. So the question I guess the comment was, you seem very negative about this game. What would make you enjoy this game again? Now, first of all, I want to make one thing perfectly clear. I don't hate FFBE, much as it may sound a lot of the times. If I hated it, I would actually just get rid of it, like Opera Omnia. I did not enjoy that game. I actually came to hate it recently, so I got rid of it. Brave Exvius I don't hate, but I am definitely wanting to A, caution people about certain things, and B, really think about, how the game could be better, because I would like this game to last a little bit longer. And it's not necessarily going to be about my happiness or Wales' happiness. Apparently Wales will just do whatever they want, including spending large amounts of money on 1 week in Arena. Must be nice. But anyway, the simple fact is I don't hate Brave Exvius, but I do want it to be better for all of everyone else, so the game will last a little bit longer. Because recently I've been feeling like the player base has been shrinking, and some of the alum's choices recently have been a little bit perplexing. For every giant Lapis contest that they're doing, they don't actually specify about any of the fine print on that. Like, do you have to pay taxes? Or, more importantly, are certain counts disqualified from it? So, I'm left with this question of, what would make me enjoy it more? And to be fair, I really like the game currently as it is. It is a lot more generous than it used to be. They are trying to keep people around a lot better than what they used to be. And they're trying different ideas and adding new things. When everyone was complaining about the 7-star and the Super TMR, and I definitely felt a little bit annoyed by it, I found it exciting because I hated the 6-star meta. The 6-star meta was going nowhere. There wasn't any unit that could break into the 6-star meta, really. Like, everything was just pretty monotone, and that was really boring. But the addition of 7 stars gave something new to work towards, and a new power level that was great for for mid to lower level players, clearing a lot of trials easier, which I think is fantastic, because some of the trials are just terribly made. And when I say terribly made, they're both really well made and terribly made. They're really well made because they usually force you to get a certain type of unit, so that's really good from a business perspective. But they're also really terribly made for the exact same reason, because that's bad for the player, because not all the time can we get those units, which makes it very frustrating, to say the least. So honestly, I really think that Brave Exvius is kind of a mixed bag right now. I think that the rewards that are being given out are better than ever. I mean, for free-to-play players, you're getting more tickets now than when the game started by a long shot. So the game has been getting constantly more generous. But there are the things that irk me every so often. Just trials seeming unreasonably difficult to cater for Wales. And with equipment that Wales don't particularly need. It's the same thing with this week in Arena. I've been asked this question a lot, and I've seen this question posed a lot. Why the hell would any whale really want to try for... Oops, I click over. For these rewards, because most of these rewards are not good. For a whale, like... 3 EX tickets, they're swimming in rainbows. TMR, blank TMR, why do they need them? They have tons of TMRs. 50% trust move, again, who cares? And select the unit tickets, they just spend and get every unit anyway, so wouldn't you not want to give Wales more select unit tickets? Wouldn't you rather that they were, I don't know, spending on banners trying to get them? But, in general, I think that the game is in a state of flux in terms of how much I like it from day to day. And as a mid-level player, as someone who spends money on this game, but not an enormous, insane amount of money, I have to say that it's very, very frustrating to spend money and then not be able to do, or still feel like there's a lot of stuff that is limiting to you. On the same side, that's good for challenge, but it's also frustrating when you keep putting money in and you just can't do everything. Whereas you hear maybe newer accounts that have less stuff and don't spend any money have done some things, and you're like, well, is my account was bad? Should I just start a new account? Obviously, that's not an option for me, but it's a weird position where Brave Exvius kind of is saying that I should be spending money, but I may be using my... First of all, I like cautioning you guys on YouTube about what you should spend resources on and what I think you shouldn't spend resources on. The other side of that is that when we're talking about this, I'm also being a little bit cautionary. For me, it's good to keep a level head about this game. For one thing, you could see these rewards and go, I'm going to spend a fortune and get top 50. Yeah! Because the rewards are really amazing. 3 EX tickets, 10 select unit tickets, or actually, yeah, the top 50 pretty much get a lot of the exact same stuff. But well, even the, I mean, really, it's just top 300 have it pretty good. But it's important for me to keep a level head about stuff because, and some of that is being negative. Sometimes people aren't using negativity to be mean or hateful about something that you like. It's that they don't have time, or they don't have the money, or they just don't feel like it. And that's a thing about a lot of the stuff where, you know, some of the stuff that is positive, I do feel a little bit negative about because it's like, I can see what the value might be to some people, but should not really be. For any long-time player, you know that the 300 lapis to get a ticket is usually a bad thing because tickets are given out so regularly that the lapis is just more valuable. With this Arena Week, this is an Arena Week that is just trying to get a lot of people to spend as much money as possible before it happens again the next month. And it's going to happen again the next month. And we're going to see the same results every month, where it's going to be whales spending a ton of money and everyone else being locked right the hell out of it. But the other thing that I think influences me is the negativity of the community and the general feeling of people feeling like something is negative does affect me. It does affect me when I think about, like when I read some other people's opinions, it's like, yeah, that's a fair point. I might be more negative when I make that video now about that thing. But at the same time, I've been particularly positive about 2 of the more recent banners, Elfim, or at least the units on the banners, Elfim as well as I can't remember her name, but the more recent story unit banner. Or not story unit banner, FFBE banner that was happening during the Tomb Raider. I have tried to be, I have thought very positively about the units, but we've now been conditionalized to expect step-ups. And if there isn't a step-up, then it's probably not worth spending the resources, well, especially Lapis. And if it's not a CG unit, like, for instance, you can get burned going after a damage unit and then finding out that there's a better CG damage unit that very same month, right? Like the next banner, and that's really absolutely horrible feeling. So I definitely use a little bit of negativity to keep things in check for me. And yes, I know my hair is bad. It's a little humid in here, so my hair just goes poof. Anyway, I do use negativity to keep myself in check and try and keep other people in check, because I think that there are some things you should just not spend on in this game. I was particularly negative about Arena at the beginning of the week because I knew for beginner players it would seem appealing. A lot of these rewards are super appealing for brand new gamers or brand new players, but the simple fact is that most people can't do it. And if you, as it turns out, trying to get a high rank in this is a death trap for anyone. If you're a brand new account and you have, I don't know, 1,000 lapis or 5,000 lapis, and you think, yeah, I'm going to do a lot of refreshes in Arena, and then you find out that the best you can get is, well, 5,000 lapis will probably get you in around here. It just might not be worth it, giving a bad experience. So maybe it's more valuable for me as a content creator to, you know, advise more strongly against that. But in general, I don't hate Brave Exvius. It's a game trying to make money. I get it. That's what they have to do, otherwise the game will stop. But in terms of what I would like to see Brave Exvius do to make me happier, I would like for these Arena rewards to be addressed. There is no reason for this Super TMR Moogle to only be in the top 500. It is not benefiting anybody, and I mean anybody, because I honestly have no clue what whales are supposed to do with this, other than go, oh, okay. Honestly, I think that if they're going to do something like this and reap so many rewards, then there should be better rewards even further down the list. I think there should still be 5-star EX tickets further down here. Maybe not, you know, here, but definitely in here to just feel more rewarding for all players. But in general, the thing that would make me feel better about this game is if Alum would stop jerking around lower level players by dangling carrots in live streams like, we're going to be adding the brand new blank TMR Moogle, it's going to be super exciting, and then you find out that you have no chance in hell of getting it for months and months and months, and fostering a negative environment with the community, because this game should be fun. Any game should be fun that you're playing. If you're not having fun playing a game, you probably shouldn't be playing it. Or it shouldn't exist, period. So, yeah, when it comes right down to it, I would like Alum to just be a little bit better towards everybody. And not so blatantly, like, bad about this. Like, I don't know, extend that blank TMR Moogle down to about 10,000. I mean, it would be a nice thing. Other than that, I would like trials that are not ram your head against them the first time you play it. And there's a very specific reason for that. Because this game is a stamina-based game, meaning that if you want to do anything, you pretty much have to use, you know, orbs or stamina. And 50 stamina per trial can definitely feel like a lot. Now, for long-time players, you probably have a ton of stamina pots. Like, I have 884, so I'm not hurting for them, but this is a very negative thing when it comes to trials. Trials are supposed to be these super difficult challenges with amazing rewards, but why we still have a stamina system for them is kind of a little bit beyond me. I get the limiting to get people to keep coming back to the game, but honestly, it would be more enjoyable if there wasn't that negative thing to go with trials of being like, well, I failed, I lost 50 stamina that I could have done something else with. I could have even, you know, farmed limit burst pots, rank EXP, done a whole bunch of stuff, but instead I tried a trial that turns out I had no chance of doing or beating. So, honestly, I hate the stamina system when it comes to trials. It is the most negative part of doing trials, because in general, I wouldn't feel that bad doing trials if I wasn't feeling like I was just wasting stamina that I should be using on something else. And to be fair, does there really need to be a huge stamina cost? I mean, the cost of even brand new things for 10-man trials is 50 stamina, and for a lot of the difficult challenges like Calabrina is 50 as well. Do we really need to still be forcing stamina costs on something that is essentially supposed to be difficult? And wouldn't it just be more fun if we could just keep trying them again and again, and they're just super difficult? Obviously not so difficult that only super whales can do them, but it is something in like an archaic part of the design where, like, I understand the need for stamina for a lot of stuff in this game, but there is a lot of stuff to do in this game, and failing a trial that you're just not familiar with, and all that stamina being gone, is just a negative feeling whether you have the stamina pots or not, I feel like. So that is something I've always thought about and always kind of wanted to happen. Just remove the stamina costs on trials, especially or at least the incredibly difficult ones, or reduce it or something. Like 50 stamina is just stupid still, because anybody who has been playing long enough has all the pots, so it doesn't matter. I don't know. There's definitely a lot of suggestions, and I could make a really incredibly long video that just goes on for way too long. But Brave Exvius, I think, I still enjoy this game a lot. But for both doing the content for YouTube as well as just thinking critically about stuff, I'll always try and think of something that could be improved or offer some criticism, some constructive criticism when I feel like I'm being negative. But yeah, we kind of gotta be a little bit on guard. So I think that's it for now. I will see you all in the next video.